Good day, St. Maarten. I'm Jasenia Lazaro.
And I'm Alston Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Maarten News Desk, where we bring you the latest and most important stories from around the island and beyond.
Let's ease into our top stories.
Bureau of Telecommunications and Post St. Maarten (BTP) has denied recent media claims that it has blocked Starlink to protect local providers. BTP clarified that no new rules have been introduced. Instead, they're reinforcing existing laws that ensure a competitive market. The agency also stated that it possesses Starlink equipment only for regular testing and spectrum management purposes. BTP emphasized its role in evaluating new services before they launch and confirmed that it uses local operators for businesses' needs while maintaining test accounts for regulatory purposes.
The Central Voting Bureau has validated the official results of the August 19th snap parliamentary elections after a thorough recount of votes from all 20 districts and invalid ballots. Despite some discrepancies during the recount, the distribution of seats and the list of 15 elected members of parliament remain unchanged. The NA emerged as the largest party, securing 3 seats with 2,262 votes. Other parties winning seats included URSM with 3 seats, DP with 3 seats, UP with 2 seats, Party for Progress PFP with 2 seats, SAM with 1 seat, and NOW with 1 seat. The top vote getter was URSM's Dr. Luke Mercelina with 1,317 votes. The Electoral Council has issued a reminder to all registered political parties and candidates to submit a chronological register of all donations received in 2023 in compliance with the National Ordinance on Registration and Finances of Political Parties. Parties that did not participate in the election and those that received no donations must also submit an assigned register. Candidates must submit their donation records by September 18th, 2024, with penalties for non-compliance. The Council has provided an online database for easier submission and is urging party boards to ensure accurate and truthful reporting.
So the total seat distribution will be as follows. The SAM party will receive 1 seat. The National Alliance will receive 3 seats. The Democratic Party will receive 3 seats. The NOW party will receive 1 seat. The UP party will receive 2 seats. The PFP will receive 2 seats. And the URSM will receive 3 seats. We saw no change in the seat allocation after the complete recount. Then the following candidates have been earmarked or designated for seats so far. Once again, they of course must accept these seats. However, these are the following. Franklin Myers of the SAM party with 417 votes. Egbert Gerendi Duran of the National Alliance with 360 votes. Daryl York of the National Alliance with 311 votes. Artwell Irian of the National Alliance with 305 votes. For the Democratic Party, we have Grisha Heiliger Maarten with 480 votes. We have Sarah Westcott Williams with 386 votes. And we have Viren Kotai with 338 votes. For the NOW party, the candidate selected is Lyndon Constantine Lewis Jr. with 446 votes. For the UP party, the candidates selected are Omar Otley with 669 votes and Francisco La Cruz with 236 votes. For the PFP, the candidates selected are Ludmila De Wever with 690 votes and Melissa Gomes with 348 votes. For the URSM, the candidates are Luke Mercelina with 1,317 votes, Richenel Brug with 230 votes, and Shamira Roosburg with 208 votes.
In the early hours of August 29th, the St. Maarten Police Force KPSM was called to assist inspectors from the Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Traffic and Telecommunications, TEAT, during an inspection of a business in the Simpson Bay area. The business has been previously warned for operating without meeting the required legal standards, but continues its operations in defiance of the regulations. The TEAT inspectors, unable to resolve the situation due to management ongoing non-compliance, requested police support. Together, they ensured that the establishment was shut down to prevent further unauthorized activities. This action underscores the KPSM commitment to enforcing the law and supporting government agencies in maintaining law within the business community. KPSM encourages all businesses to adhere strictly to regulations established by TEAT and other relevant authorities to avoid enforcement actions, including potential closures.
In a special news report brought to you by Real Auto BV, the official Toyota distributor for St. Maarten. Real Auto St. Maarten has issued an urgent safety recall for Toyota vehicles due to the Takata airbag defect. This recall affects popular models like the RAV4, Yaris, Corolla, and Hilux, manufactured between 2004 and 2013. These defective airbags pose serious risk, including severe injury or death. Toyota owners are urged to visit realautosxm.com or contact Real Auto SXM immediately to schedule a free airbag replacement. Stay safe, act now.
St. Maarten, we are back. It's the Extra Tie Breakthrough Talent Competition. Scouting for exceptional talent, creative talent, and local talent. Are you between the ages of 15 and 25? Are you a dancer, singer, rapper, instrumentalist, poet, or do you have any other extraordinary talent that you can showcase? Then sign up at www.extratie.com/BT-sign and register today. Come on down to the Elise Convention Center for the closed auditions on August 31st from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. For more information, call 547-1975 or 526-9872. Here comes a breakthrough.
This is an Extra Tight Entertainment production. Just say I.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Luc Mercelina announced that the government has approved and awarded a contract to repair the damaged booths at the Jocelyn Arnell Festival Village. This effort, which has stalled under the previous administration, marks a significant step towards preserving the cultural and heritage site. The project will be a collaborative effort between the Ministry of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, FRAMI, and the Ministry of General Affairs, ensuring efficient and effective management. The Festival Village, a key venue for St. Maarten's cultural and carnival events, sustained severe damage, and the government is committed to restoring it to its former glory. Former Prime Minister Sylvia Jacobs had acknowledged earlier this year that previous attempts to repair the booths had failed, delaying the necessary work. The current government aims to complete these repairs promptly, highlighting the importance of nation building and cultural preservation.
The Minister of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, VROMI, has announced the planned removal of the shipwreck vessel MV Island Scout from Great Bay, Phillipsburg on August 31st, starting at 6 p.m. The vessel, grounded since Tropical Storm Ernesto on August 13th, poses a threat to shipping traffic, public safety, and critical infrastructure, including undersea cables. Under the legal authority granted by the local regulations, the government will remove the wreck. Recovered items from the ship will be returned to interested parties who can identify them and cover the removal cost. If no claims and payments are made within 2 weeks, the government will sell the items. For more information, contact the Ministry of VROMI or the Inspection Department of Maritime Affairs.
Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina announced the arrival of the first batch of lease-to-own containerized generators en route to St. Maarten as part of Phase 2 of the government's plan to address the ongoing electricity crisis. The shipment, part of a total of 20 20-foot containers, is expected to arrive in 3 batches over the next 5 to 6 weeks. These generators will add to the grid following Phase 1, which involved renting 7 generators that are currently supplying approximately 10 megawatts of power. Dr. Mercelina emphasized the government's responsibility to ensure a sustainable energy supply for the island. He also revealed ongoing efforts to secure a loan for purchasing 3 large generators, each capable of producing 9 to 10 megawatts, which would contribute an additional 27 megawatts to the grid. This move aims to balance energy production and demand with plans to further invest in renewable energy, including solar power, to secure the island's energy future. Moisture and slight instability associated with a passing tropical wave will cause cloudiness, showers, and thunderstorms across the local region, particularly during the morning hours. Road users are advised to be vigilant and exercise caution. Meanwhile, hot and humid conditions will persist. Stay hydrated and keep to the shade whenever possible. Slight to moderate seas will remain through the remainder of the week. Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. All right, let's just get right into it. A lot of chatter, of course, about these big tropical waves out there. There is nothing imminent. There's not definitely going to be a hurricane or something like that, but there's a higher probability that this tropical wave here does develop into a tropical storm. Not necessarily quickly, but at least down the road. So I want to get into the most likely path of this, what it means for us in the Caribbean, get a look at those steering conditions in the big 3 models, the Icon, the American, the European, all 3 in this video, plus what I'm seeing in the environment. This may be catching your eye too, not organized near the Bahamas. We've had that rain near parts of Texas and Louisiana here. Nothing organized, but just know that I'm watching everything, and more tropical waves back behind this main one. You see it here, and this is not better organized than yesterday. That's some good news. We don't need these to organize quickly. Don't want them to organize at all, but if they do, I would want them to take their sweet time. So watching this one here, this one, most of the models are not picking up on development now. They've kind of shifted to this one back here. A wait and see. Those are way out there, but I want to pay a lot of attention to this one because that one is closer to home, right? Just for the sake of safety and what we can expect, this is the one I'm going to focus on in this video, but I'll show you the big picture in a moment. So you get back toward Grenada, Barbados, Dominica, Trinidad, all this action to the east of St. Lucia here, and it will kind of start to move in. The dry air is now to the north or down to the south. And that's the problem with this one is this tropical disturbance is setting the stage for these back behind it. It's kind of clearing that path, making the atmosphere more conducive to development, unfortunately. So now back home, watching out for some scattered areas of storms, and you see these bigger blobs here, even near the Cayman Islands and over toward parts of Cuba. These brighter colors mean taller clouds, which means a lot of rain in some of these. So we're still watching out for those isolated areas of flooding. Now, here's the most likely path of this first tropical disturbance, or the kind of closest one to us. This is going to change, but as it stands right now, this is what I'm seeing. I'll let you know, like to let you know everything that I'm seeing, thinking, and we'll shift it and change it as we go forward. But by Monday, this tropical disturbance will be very close to Barbados, and then Monday and a Tuesday near Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we'll see some heavier rain. At this point, I'm not seeing it developing into a tropical storm yet. That is some better news. That was more of a concern yesterday. Still watching it though. There's a slight chance it tries to spin up into a tropical storm, but it is now more likely that it becomes a tropical storm, say just to the south of Haiti. By Wednesday, it'll be just south of Haiti in the Dominican Republic. Here's Puerto Rico, British and U.S. Virgin Islands, Anguilla, Antigua, and Barbuda. Now, if this develops into a tropical storm by the time we get into the middle of next week, I'll have a good handle in advance on where it's going to go. Does it shift toward Jamaica? Does it go to the north? Or Or maybe it doesn't develop at all. The American model doesn't even want to really develop this at this point, at least at here, kind of wants to develop it more over here. So it's still a wait and see, but this is kind of the most likely scenario I'm seeing now, that a strong tropical disturbance moves through and then eventually it starts to spin up potentially into that tropical storm by the time we get into the middle and maybe even end of next week. There's a lot of time between now and then, so I'll be kind of tweaking that. The ICON model does have this eventually become a hurricane somewhere either in the Caribbean or swinging up toward the Gulf of Mexico. The ICON is very aggressive with this.
How are you?
Hi, darling. I'm fine. Just calling to say hi.
Oh, okay. We got over here.
Girl, I here watching this movie and it...
But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl. TLM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package.
Is that so?
Guess what? I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price.
I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TLM new postpaid plans?
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in.
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Luc Mercelina, made an unannounced visit to the St. Maarten Medical Center construction site early this week to assess the progress of the facility's expansion. This visit underscores his administration's commitment to improving the healthcare infrastructure and ensuring high standards of medical care for the people of St. Maarten. During the visit, Dr. Mercelina engaged with construction workers to gain insights into the ongoing work. He emphasized that the project goes beyond just building a facility. It's about ensuring the hospital is staffed with specialists who understand the unique needs of the community. He reiterated the importance of attracting medical professionals who are both experts in the field and sensitive to the cultural background of the population. Dr. Mercelina also stressed the vital role that St. Maarten Medical Center plays in supporting neighboring islands like Saba and St. Eustatius. He highlighted the importance of strengthening healthcare services to continue being a regional support hub. This visit is part of the Prime Minister's broader strategy to ensure that every aspect of the St. Maarten Medical Center project aligns with the goal of creating a resilient and self-sufficient healthcare system for St. Maarten and its surrounding islands.
The Joint Court of Justice and Prosecutors' Offices of St. Maarten, Aruba, Curaçao, Bonaire, St. Eustatius, and Saba have signed a landmark agreement to standardize procedures for handling criminal cases. This agreement, marking the first time all Dutch Caribbean public prosecutors are aligned, includes a new criminal procedure regulation, effective September 1st. This regulation aims to harmonize the handling of criminal cases across all participating courts and prosecutors, both in initial and appellate stages. It introduces uniform practices for case management, including planning, case file compilation, and post-verdict processing, with a focus on reducing processing times. The Joint Court emphasized that this agreement is a significant advancement from previous arrangements and will be updated annually to maintain efficiency and adapt to local needs.
Nurse Monique, known as Nanny Nurssy of the God Bless Nurse Monique Nanny Nurssy Foundation, has urgently called on the St. Maarten government to address the rising homelessness issue on the island. Speaking to the Daily Herald, she expressed concern over the increasing number of homeless individuals in need of basic hygiene and care, lamenting the lack of governmental response to the problem. Nanny Nurssy, who has been tirelessly supporting the homeless, shared a recent case where she was able to assist a man who had been wearing the same clothes for 5 to 6 months. She managed to clean him and discovered he had a fractured toe and needed medical attention. She provided him with slippers, contacted emergency services, and plans to offer him clothing. Expressing gratitude to her supporters, Nanny Nurssy emphasized her commitment to helping the homeless regardless of their condition. She has requested the community's help in funding her phone to maintain communication for her charitable work. Donations and encouragement can be directed to her at 1-721-586-2477.
The Diabetes Foundation of St. Maarten, DFS, will conduct a free public health testing program on Saturday, August 31st at Clarified Market on Bush Road. This event will run from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, offering tests for glucose levels, cholesterol, blood pressure, and BMI. DFS encourages regular testing to detect early diabetes, as a condition often goes unnoticed. With diabetes and other chronic diseases rising in the Caribbean, the foundation stresses the importance of healthy living, including proper diet, physical activity, and weight management, to combat this epidemic. DFS also seeks volunteers to support their mission to prevent diabetes, provide care, and raise awareness about its impacts. For more information or to volunteer, contact DFS at diabetessxm@gmail.com. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Maarten News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TV 15 at 8 p.m. and across all digital platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
Stay friendly, St. Maarten.